Okay, let's make sure we got everything working properly. Pull up website, make sure that everything is broadcasting. And I do believe it is going live. Okay. We'll wait for a couple of minutes and see if anybody would like to show up. If not, we're going to be recording. And I think we'll go ahead and get started. If anybody joins in, they'll join in. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to flip over to this little screen. My screen resolution is really high because I'm on my 27-inch iMac, so I hope that this isn't too big. First of all, my name is Sean Terry. I am the owner and marketer, PR professional for IOP Marketing. My Twitter handle is at Sean_Terry. I have a bachelor degree in internet marketing. I have almost completed my master's degree for public relations. And today, I want to help out those people that really need some graphics help, but don't really know what to do, how to do it. They don't comprehend design aspects, and they just really have no eye for the aesthetics. I chose Canva to do this little webinar over because it is so versatile. It doesn't quite have the professional tools that obviously we would all love to have, but it does get us almost there, and it is very, very quick. Even if you're a professional and you prefer to use like Adobe Illustrator, you don't have to not use Canva. You can use Canva to get you almost where you want to be. And I say almost because of the way that it exports files is not exactly kosher. But for the most part, it's going to get you exactly what you need. And I wanted to show you the home screen. If you've never been to Canva before, this is what the home screen looks like. Very simple. And you can log in with Google or Facebook. You also have an iPad app, which is actually kind of cool. It's getting better all the time. You can actually pull up all of your current designs in Canva on your iPad or create new ones. You can create specific designs even if you haven't logged in. I'm pretty sure this asks you to go ahead and sign up. It actually walks you through your information on the specific designs. Their design school is amazing. If you have no idea what you're doing, this design school will help you with a ton of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to switch. I'm already logged into it, so let's pull up my Canva account. I chose to show the designs that we've done with IOP Marketing. And you can see some of our clients like the Ardmore Chamber of Commerce, the Ardmore Development Authority, the Corporate Fitness Challenge, which is hosted by cities and schools, and some infographics, some posters. But the thing I wanted to point out first is our media sizes. If you look along the top here, you can see that your standard social media post is about 800 by 800. You can create your own custom sizes, but we'll get to that in a minute. You can see that we have Facebook covers, infographics, email headers. Now these are predetermined because for the most part, they don't change. Facebook cover photos, those have changed sizes in the past, but Canva will update these in their system as they change. So if you want to do a Google profile photo, you can do that and know that anytime you create a new one in Canva, it's always going to be the correct size. If you click more here, you can see that you have different sections for events, blogging, ebooks, marketing materials, and so on. And I really want to point out that the social media posts, they have all these different ones from Pinterest to Facebook and Instagram. But I will tell you that in experience, this standard social media post, 800 by 800, is almost perfect for any social media platform you're working on. So this is sizes. If you want to create your own, you come up to the top and use custom dimensions. And we'll go ahead and create a new one with our own custom dimensions. Maybe we're going to do, I don't know, a post on Google+, which if you ever wonder what something is, you can always Google it. So if you do, let's do Google+ image sizes. You can always Google this and find the most current relevant information. This one looks like it might be the most current. And you can see here that the cover photo size, you can see image sizes, video sizes, thumbnail sizes. So the maximum display of our photos is 2048 by 2048. Minimum width or minimum display is 497 pixels wide. Use at least 497 pixels wide for the best image quality. So if this is square, then we should square this. So let's make this 900 by 900 because Google works better with higher resolutions. So we're going to make this 900 pixels wide by 900 pixels tall. Also in sizes, you can do it in inch. So if you're working in print, you can change this to inches, and you can work with 5 by 7. You can work with 8.5 by 11, whichever size you need. But we're going to work with pixels. So we're going to do a new design here. And first of all, I want to show you the templates. You have standard layouts, and I'm going to go back and create a new one so you can see some standard stuff that comes along with the specific sizes. So these are different layouts that will help you really get to work on some of these things. So if you've already created some photos, you could go ahead and do that, and then all you do is drag and drop your photos onto it. But if you create, let's say, a standard social media post, you'll have all these different layouts that are predetermined for this specific size. Now you won't see this Kilimanjaro one on a poster ad because these are designed to specifically target events or quotes or something going on that you want people to know about on social media. And it's really cool because if you click on this, you'll notice that this one has a little $sign, this one says free, and we'll get to that in a minute. Now that you understand that templates and layouts are available right here on the Layouts tab, you can change them anytime you want. Just like in the social media post, you can change it anytime you want. Now that you understand this, I want to show you some of the quick tips that you can do. Now you can search for background images. They've got some free ones, and you can modify these. So if I were to drop this picture on here, oops, that went to the background. let's try this. Let's do this differently. There's my background. Any image that you drop over in here, you can, the reason it didn't do that is because it wasn't an image. It's a background. Backgrounds have specific properties that try to always put it in the background automatically. But as you can see, as we click through the colors, it actually changes the color of the design that we're working with. Obviously, black isn't going to show anything, but you can set your own color to it. And working kind of the same way with colors, you can do filters. So if you click on any image, not a shape, like this is a shape, so this you can change the color and the transparency of. But if you click on any image, you can hit filter and you can cycle through the kind of feel that you want to give it. And I kind of like that epic there. But you can also, if it's just not quite right, you can hit the advanced options and you can change the saturation, which kind of brings those blues out. You can blur it out. If it's got too much detail with it, you may want to blur it out, or just enough so that the text doesn't get lost in it. The X process you can play around with and see that it changes colors and contrasts and a vignette. And if you wanted to replace this image entirely, you could either delete it or you can upload something else. So these are all the images and logos that I've uploaded for my own purposes, for my clients. Obviously, we have our crazy little meme here, which isn't big enough for anything. But you can see that when I dragged it over the background, it became the background. And it also inherited the filter. So now maybe we want to look at the original. Yeah, that's a little too dark. Let's lighten that up some. Let's give it some contrast. And let's play with this X process a little bit. Give it a little darkened look. Or you could just cycle through the filters and select a preset. The other quick tip that I would like to show you, we'll switch back over to our empty design here, is that when you're looking at layouts, we'll go to search, and let's do a frame. These are picture frames that you can drop a photo into. So if you have a design, let's go with a shape, and I want to bring this over here. Let's say that this is a line, and I want to add a photo at the end of it, but I don't want it to be square. I want to have some interesting stuff going on with it. So let's go back to search, and let's hit frames. And let's find a cool frame that's going to go along with it. You know what? I kind of like the star here. So let's drag that star over there. That kind of blends in really well. You'll notice that it's already telling you to drop your photo onto it. Or you can just click upload. In my case, I want to use something that I've already used before. So let's use, there we go. Let's use Master Yoda. It's not fitting quite right. But if you double click it, you have a little bit more control over how it's going to be shown. Now our problem here is that this image is not very square. So if I were to try to drag it down, I can't because it's not covering the whole thing. I can drag it up, but it won't let me make it any smaller than the shape that's there. So if I hit OK on that, Yoda doesn't look too good. Let's find something kind of square. Let's use one of my favorite photos I've ever taken. and we'll drop her in there with her little Superman cape, Supergirl cape, I'm sorry. And that does kind of go along with the color theme that we had here. And again, we can change our background color. Let's say maybe that's white. Another quick tip is that you can draw a selection box around items. Now, if I had a background image here, I might accidentally click and drag that image as I'm moving. So it's perfectly okay to come outside the image, drag, and then you can drop that down. You can also do shift click to add or subtract items. Now, in talking about cost, well, Canva is not completely free. It does cost for some things. Now, everything in this that we've done here is completely free because this shape is free, this background is free, this frame is free, and the photo that I put in is my own, so I don't have to pay for that. But if we come over here and maybe we use this Kilimanjaro exactly as it is, you'll notice that anything that you have to pay for has the Canva logo on it. Now, if you hit download, and let's say we're going to save it as an image, you'll notice here that this design is for personal or commercial use under the one-time license, which basically means that you can use it in you can use it for one time. They also allow you to use this entire thing. You can edit this design for 24 hours before having to pay again. So for 24 hours, you can edit it, save some changes, maybe download a couple of versions of it, and only pay the $1 once. I'm not going to buy this because I already have a couple of things. So if we go back here to my designs, let's see here. Okay, this photo here that I used on this Pinterest post, this logo I got from Pinterest. This logo we created. This text is free. But this photo here was something that I needed for job interview. So I searched here for job interview, and there's the picture. So it has the watermark on it, but that watermark goes away when we pay and download it. Also, one last little tidbit of information. This private slider here will actually make it searchable on Canva, so people can go in and check out designs and maybe get some ideas of their own, and you get the pleasure of having someone copy your stuff. And I don't say that in a bad way. I would also suggest giving this a good name. And obviously this is not, so we're going to do the Greater Ardmore Hiring Conference Pinterest Tips for Nailing the Job. Okay, and then it saves automatically every single time you make a change. Once it's done, you can make it public if you want, and then you can download it. Saving it as a high quality PDF sometimes works, but until they perfect it, I would suggest just sticking to the image. Again, my name is Sean Terry, and I appreciate you paying some Saturday evening attention to my little spiel over Canva. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll catch you soon.